I just got this HP printer for free. It's from 1995, and I'm going to see if we can print with it using a new old stock cartridge. Expired one from 2000. So I'm going to open it and see if it works. Okay, so you can see that the cartridge is still in its container, or wrapper, I guess. Has a little booklet with it. Set this down. Look at that for a second. And this is a color cartridge here. Doesn't look like it's leaked or anything yet, which is good. This is the 49 cartridge. And let's see if this tape comes off, the protectant tape. I'm gonna try to peel that off really quick. Okay, the protective tape is off. There is some ink on the bottom of it, so that could not be a good sign necessarily, but I don't know. You can see it better there. So I'm gonna put this in. I don't see an expiration date right on it, but I haven't done this in a long time with one of these. To use the instructions up there. So down. And it clicks in. Seems like it's in there. Now I'm gonna print something and see if it works. It's been doing this. I don't know why this paper light's been on. Kind of gets stuck and then sometimes I have to turn it off and then turn it back on again. Okay, turn it back on. Now we're going to try to print a test page. And I have this connected by a USB. There's the package. I did not pay $45 for this computer. It was only about $25, half off at an estate sale. Okay. Test page. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it works. This cartridge is hopefully still good. Cartridge was only $3 on eBay, so a new cartridge for this, they make them on ldproducts.com, I think, is where I saw them still sold, or remanufactured, I guess. It was $16, so I'm hopeful this one works. I've had bad luck with older HP cartridges in the past. I had a Deskjet 500 from 1991, and I got rid of it because I didn't think you could get the cartridges anymore. Oh, it looks like it's working. Wow. This is a lot better than I thought. It's doing something at least. As long as it prints, I don't care about the color accuracy, but as long as it looks somewhat normal. Wow, I'm very happy with this result. Did not think it would work. I thought it would be all clogged, and I've had it happen before where I get an old cartridge, it works for a little bit, then it gets clogged up, or clogs the machine up. So hopefully this one will work. Okay, let's look. Wow, I'm very impressed. Put it under the light here. Very nice. The colors, I guess a Windows XP test page really doesn't have much color. Let me go do something in Paint. We're gonna open up something in Microsoft Paint, maybe make a little drawing and see if that prints, or maybe I don't want to use too much of this ink. I was very skeptical if this would work, because if this printer would work, and the ink also, because I got this from a post on Marketplace that said, I'm just gonna put some random colors in here, that had a curb alert and some free stuff by the curb, and I saw that printer in there in the post, and I wasn't sure if it was going to work. And I plugged it in, and it kind of was making some strange noises at first. I did put some oil, a few drops of oil on the on this bar that moves back and forth. Nothing in the print to get next to the print head, but and some of the gears I lubricated also. And this was made in July of 1995, so I wasn't even born yet, year before I was born. Do some lines. I miss the simple old paint. And then we'll do that. Okay. Back when things were simple, you didn't have to do a cloud account on your Windows, which you still can bypass that, which is nice. Oops, I don't want that much black in there to use up all the black portion of the cartridge. I guess it's all one cartridge, so it doesn't really have a black or anything. Just, it's all a color cartridge. Okay, we're gonna print HP Deskjet 600. And we'll see what happens here. And the Deskjet 500 that I had, I really should have kept, because it's getting harder and harder to find those. That one was from a estate sale, probably about 2011 I got that. I don't see anything yet. Okay, it looks like it's doing something. We're gonna look at the colors, and if the colors aren't right, that's fine. Looks like it's just doing black and white for some reason, but no, that's okay. It's still printing. That's all I care about, that I'm getting some kind of output from it, and that it works at all. That's what I was worried about. And this computer that I got was used as a ham radio server, I guess, by the previous owner of the estate sale house. So that's why it's called STL1, or remote STL, whatever it says there. So very happy that it actually printed something for being a free curbside printer that I didn't know if it was even gonna do anything. This is the old cartridge that was in here. I think it said 2001, or no, 2005, I think this one was from. And let's see, the one I just got, thought it had an yeah, it does have an expiration date on this one that I just bought. It did have an expiration in the eBay listing. So I was skeptical. I'm always worried to get used cartridges for an older printer. This has some writing on here. Some writing right there. I don't know what that is, but I got some cartridges for my, or a cartridge, or I guess it was two, yeah. I got two of them for my LaserJet 4, and I've had terrible luck getting that thing up and running. Just all kinds of lines in the pages, and one of the cartridges that I got actually worked, but it only worked on half the page. So I don't know what's going on with the LaserJet 4 I have. I just haven't used it. It's kind of been on the back burner as a project, but I'm not getting rid of that because I've looked for one of those for a long time. But this will be the main printer, I guess, for this computer for now. Was going to be the LaserJet, but I'm happy with this one, even though it doesn't do color. Let me check and see if there is a setting that maybe has black and white on here. Okay, so I just found out that the color setting is on black and white. So I'm gonna try to print this again and see if it does color this time. We're gonna try this again. So it was not on. I thought that was odd that it was printing in black and white when I have a color cartridge. And this is a Deskjet 600C. So I guess that just means that it can take a color cartridge. I don't know if there's just a 600 cartridge or not, but I cleaned it up. It's still a little dirty, but it's a lot better than how it was. I think this thing got rained on because it had mud on it and just wasn't very good. So we're gonna see if the color cartridge works now. The color aspect of it. And this printer is almost, I guess, almost 30 years old in a few years. Looks like it's, I can't tell yet. Can't tell if any color's coming out there. No, it did black and white again, which is strange. Maybe it did do some green. Let me compare these two. Actually, I think it did do some color. Did print some color. Yeah, it did. So we have some color on here. Not accurate, but I'll take it. This is the color one. So there's some green and some looks like purplish blue. That's the black and white one. So very faint color there. It's kind of hard to see. Doesn't look anything like this, but it prints and that's all I care about. And I do have this computer, this is a side note, I did recently get it connected to the internet, and I know it's not the best thing to do with Windows XP, so I do have I'm going to install antivirus, and I'm not planning on using this for a everyday computer or internet computer really. But I found this browser, Supermium, I guess is how you say it, and I'll show you really quick. But AVG still supports Windows XP. This has Service Pack 3 on it, and I haven't really done that much to it, except install Office, and I uninstalled a lot of programs. It has went over this last time. I installed it's a kids program I used to use in elementary school a long time ago. A kids drawing program, so you can just make like different art and stuff. I kind of, it brings back memories for me. So for years I was looking for that program and I didn't know what it was, and finally found it. So it's kind of a fun nostalgia thing, and I'd like to do a video on when I get a copy of it, Need for Speed on here, and I've never played the computer version of that. I also have a Dimension computer I got from the thrift store, and that one also works with Service Pack 2 on it, and it had all the information from the previous owner. I can't remember where they were, what state they lived in, but they moved pretty far, and it was just interesting that the computer ended up here, and came from, so far away. I guess somebody just moved. Anyway, but just interesting that people, just don't know to delete everything off their computer when they get rid of them, and I made sure I deleted everything. But the lady's name was Ruby, and an older lady, I think, and she had all kinds of, I guess, email jokes, old emails that, had the, I don't remember what the cartoon, I think it's like Francine or something, but something like that, and it was kind of sad to see. But anyway, I'm gonna do a separate video on that one. So here's the browser, and I'll just go to, let's see, AVG, and maybe I'll install that now if I can get the site to load. And I'm using Wi-Fi on this also, because I don't have a cable long enough to go to this. I used to have long Ethernet cables, and I got rid of them. Okay, so it loaded actually pretty quickly, and I'm very happy you can get on the internet with Windows XP still, because I was having trouble finding any browser that would work. I used to use Opera back in, I think, 2012 or 2013 on Service Pack 1, I think, still lets you use Opera. I could be wrong. I think it was Service Pack 1 XP, but it might have been Service Pack 2. But this is Service Pack 3, and it is 2024. I don't know if the date's right on here, but July 3rd, which is off. It's actually July 1st today, but and I'm still using XP on the internet, which isn't the safest thing, but as you can see, I'm going to install a antivirus, and I'm pretty sure this is the correct one. Hopefully not a virus, but actually is loading very well. I'm surprised. Let's do a free download. But I just miss the days of, turning on your desktop and waiting for it to turn on, and just waiting for XP to load and all that. Windows 11 is what I use now on my modern computer. I never really liked 10. I know that's kind of an unpopular opinion, but 11 is just very streamlined, I think, and just 10 for me has always been kind of clunky, Windows 10. And I've had issues with the stability. I think it was due to some of the computers I had, but particularly some HP computers, a laptop and a desktop that I had, all kinds of problems with those. I know people have good luck with HP, but as far as their computers, I have not had good luck with those. And I did have bad luck with an older Dell that only lasted me 6 years, which I guess is okay, but the motherboard went out in that. That was around 2009, so. But anyway, let's see if this will. Looks like it downloaded. It's in progress. I don't know why I can't talk today. It says it's done, but it still shows it's loading there. And this computer gets a little warm. I tried downloading Speed Fan on here, but it doesn't show the doesn't show the fans in it or the temperature. It just shows like the hard drive temperature, but it can't identify any fans. And it's an older version also of Speed Fan. I've tried tried all different versions, and it doesn't find the fan speed in this computer. I guess it's because it's a small form factor, maybe, or I don't know what that's about, but hopefully it isn't overheating too much. All the fans, I think, work. When I felt behind the case and looked in the case, it seemed like everything was working. Let's see if it downloaded yet. This is also one of my favorite backgrounds from Windows XP. The Bliss one is nice, but I like this. This is the Ascent background. Okay, let's see if it downloaded now. Okay. Install AVG. So if you have an XP computer, you like vintage computers like I do, it's probably a good idea to have AVG or some kind of up-to-date antivirus on your XP computer. Planning on getting a 95 computer, Windows 95 would be nice in the near future. I used to have one, and I got rid of that too. I've gotten rid of a lot of computers that I should not have gotten rid of, just to save space. But I am not going to be doing that with these. Any good working computers from this era, I'm not going to be getting rid of. So, it's trying to open it. It's going to take a few minutes probably. Oh, here we go. Unknown publisher. Don't know why it says that, but hopefully it's the right one. The website looks right. I know they have a lot of copycat websites, but this looks exactly like what I'm used to with the AVG installations I've done. Okay, well, I'll let that finish and maybe print one more page to this printer and see. Let's see. There used to be sample files in some of the older versions of Office, or maybe it was WordPerfect. I'll open this program I was telling you guys about and see if we can make something. Okay. Okay, I don't know if you'll be able to see it behind this installation screen. I don't like that intro. It's kind of a fun program. You can do all kinds of different little things in here. And it makes all these crazy sound effects. If you can hear those. Okay. How do I change the color here? Oh, there we go. It's just kind of a fun program. They just don't make stuff like this anymore, which is sad. Oh, that's going to be not a good thing to print out probably, so I'll erase some of that. That'll be too much for that printer. Oh, I just erased everything, I think. Let's see. Don't know what that does. I think it's freezing up on me. I think it might have just frozen up on me. Yep, it did. So let me Control-Alt-Delete really quick. It still has the eraser icon, I think, because I'm doing too much here with the AVG and then the end task. Okay, so let's see if we can get this to work and install the other program. Let's see. I don't like the intro it does. Okay, so it is not send error report. That doesn't work anymore. So let's see if we can get it to open again and print something, and that'll be the end of this long video. I can't believe it's been 30 minutes already. Oops, I don't want that right now. I just have too much stuff running here. Okay, I'm just gonna do something really quick. And some of these effects up here don't work, they crash the program, so if I can get anything to work. Let's do some blue. Red, primary colors here. And then, I don't remember what these do here. Oh, I kind of like that, the crayon tool there. Let's do a green. Okay, well, let's just print this. Print is over here. Full page. Okay, and then let's see if this will work. Or maybe it will just freeze. It says it's printing, so. Oh, no, but it looks like we're not gonna be able to print that. It has encountered an error, so. I guess that's the end of that. So, I at least, well, what's it gonna do here? Maybe it'll print. Showed the print icon for a second. CPU usage is 100% because I have Task Manager. Okay, well, I guess at least we saw that the HP Deskjet 600C still works from July of 1995, even with an expired 25-year-old cartridge, which is nice. All right, thank you for watching.